This is one of those times when the story is as special as the bag. Okay, so I don't normally talk about my private life on this channel because I want to keep this a clean and positive space where we can all escape from our everyday routines, everyday troubles, and talk about what we're passionate about, which is luxury fashion. But I also want to keep it real with you guys because I feel like last year I really connected with you, and I feel like I'm not talking to a camera anymore, but I'm talking to my friends. I don't know, does that sound weird? I hope it's not one-sided. But anyway, I wanted to share this story. Maybe it will inspire some of you, maybe it won't. I don't know. But like I said, I want to keep it real. It's not all kittens and rainbows. 2023 was not a good year. Now, I'm not saying that absolutely everything was bad because it wasn't. There were some really amazing things that happened last year, and also I am truly grateful from the bottom of my heart that most of the bad things got resolved. So I can't really complain, but at the same time, it was a very stressful year. And I am not talking about like the little everyday troubles, I am talking about like life and death situations. The only good thing that came out of it was that I lost a bit of weight. So, trying to stay positive, I guess. And one of the things that happened, which was probably the least of my worries with everything else, but still quite a stressful situation, was that I got robbed in broad daylight, which was obviously very upsetting, but it also made me feel so stupid. I had never in my life felt that stupid because I know, I know it's dangerous. And I always warn every single person that visits me to be careful with their belongings, to never hold their phones in their hands, to never have an open bag on the street. Like these seemingly obvious things I always tell everyone. But I got caught off guard and it happened. It took me quite a few days to understand what even had happened, but luckily I wasn't physically harmed. The problem was all in my head now because I didn't feel safe on the street anymore. But anyway, moving on, that's not important. That's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is that I needed a new phone. And my sweet, sweet dear husband, obviously, he wanted to comfort me in any way possible. So he got me a new phone, which is now insured. Yes, I know. I should have insured it in the first place, but you live, you learn. You always think that it's not going to happen to you. So why insure it? But yeah, the new phone is insured. So at least that. But anyway, I knew that my husband was saving for something special for himself last year. So when I started feeling like myself again, I started feeling really bad that he spent so much money on this new phone for me. So we decided that the phone is going to be like my Christmas present and that we're not going to do big gifts for Christmas. Maybe just like some goofy things from Amazon, but nothing like really expensive. And then skip forward a few months, Christmas came, we had an amazing time, very relaxing, very quiet, and I really appreciated having my closest family alive and safe. That's actually all I needed this holiday, so I'm very happy with the holidays that we had. And then a few days later, my Louis Vuitton pre-order for the Nano Speedy came in early, so we went together to pick it up. And then we were gonna go to a restaurant and eat, but there's a Dior boutique literally in front of Louis Vuitton. And for the last 4 years, I have been talking about a small Lady Dior. Like my mind was set on the exact specifications of the Lady Dior that I wanted to be my first Lady Dior. And I knew that it's going to be a small size. But then in the last few months, something clicked and I realized that for that particular color, I actually want a mini Lady Dior. But the thing that had always put me off from buying a mini Lady Dior was that everyone always said that it doesn't fit a phone, that it doesn't fit an iPhone Pro Max. So I kind of marked it as lost. But this time, I was determined to find out for myself if it actually fits or it doesn't. I had no intention of actually buying it then and there. I basically just wanted to know what to save for. But here's the thing, me and my husband's wedding anniversary also falls around Christmas. And one of the beautiful things about this year, no, not this year, now I have to say, one of the beautiful things about last year was that we had our 10-year anniversary of being together. So as I was playing with the bag and seeing what fits, my husband, he pulled me aside and he said, "You have been talking about this bag for years. Let's just get it now." And listen, my husband, I love him. He's very supportive. He has never judged me over my crazy handbag shopping habits, right? He's very supportive, but he is also not an enabler. So for him to say that caught me completely off guard. And as a matter of fact, I think that there were only a few other times when he was like, "You have to buy this." And one of those, no, two of those times were when I got offered an Hermes bag. So I didn't expect it at all, but it genuinely felt like we got engaged again. So I was like, okay. And now I feel like I should finally show you the bag. Okay. Of course, let's take just a second to appreciate Dior's incredible Christmas packaging. They kill it every single year. They win the Christmas packaging contest every single year. And I have to admit, I have already unboxed it because I mean, I couldn't wait. I'm sorry. I waited 4 years for this bag. It almost feels like I'm opening like an Hermes bag or something. This is making so much noise. I hope that it's not disturbing the sound. But anyway, let's take her out. I spent a lot of time trying on the mini and the small size, but I realized that with this particular color, I definitely prefer the mini size. Okay guys, so are you ready? Because I am definitely ready. So here she is, my first ever Lady Dior in the mini size and in white. I still cannot believe that I have this bag. She's a dream. She's a 10 out of 10. She's absolute perfection. Okay, I have to get rid of the box. Okay, so now I have my hands free and I can show it to you properly, but I literally cannot stop staring at it. It is so beautiful. It's like one of those bags that feel like a functional piece of jewelry, and it really is functional, and it does fit an iPhone Pro Max. At least iPhone 15 Pro Max fits 100%. It has to be a little bit like manipulated, but it doesn't damage the bag, the structure of the bag when it's inside, which is incredible. It almost feels like I just got an offer from Hermes or something, like that level of happiness. And I know what you may be thinking, like it's just a Lady Dior. Anyone who has money can just go into Dior and buy one for themselves. It's not like it's very limited. It's not a limited edition. It's not a limited color or anything. But I'll be honest, I reached a point where I thought that I will never own this bag. And now let me explain why. There were two main reasons why I had not bought this bag for myself until now: price and availability. And what I mean by that is that this is a very classic Dior style bag. And it's a style that will most likely always be available at Dior. So there's no rush to get it, right? At the same time, Dior is a very expensive brand, and this is a very expensive bag, which over the course of the last 2 or 3 years has gotten even more painfully expensive. And I'm a girl on a budget. I'm trying to be more responsible, and I have to make choices. So normally when it came between this or a limited edition bag, I would go for the limited edition bag, because if I would buy that limited edition bag on the pre-loved market, I would have to pay so much more later on. So this baby just kept being pushed aside for all these years, because every time I would be like, okay, I'll just buy this later. It will still be there. And as I was waiting, the price of this bag increased by, I don't even want to think about it. So I had to make choices, and I would always go for the limited edition bag because this one's always going to be there. But like I said before, I reached a point where I just thought it's never going to happen because the price increases have been so crazy. So actually having it and holding it, to me, it feels unbelievable. It feels like I was on a 4-year waiting list, which is why I kind of referenced Hermes before. But I guess it was all worth it. She was supposed to be special. She was supposed to come for my 10-year anniversary with my husband. So I don't mind that. That's completely fine with me because now she is going to be even more special. So I'm so grateful and I'm so happy. And I just realized that I never showed it to you properly. Should we do a quick little overview? Okay, so very quickly, in this light, it actually looks bright white, but it's more like a creamy white. So it has the ganache, then we have a smooth bottom part with 4 studs as feet. It says CD over here, and it has this like flap opening, which I thought is going to be much harder to use, but I actually kind of like it. So this is on the inside. We have the chain, one zip pocket, and that's more or less it. It's like a really small tote bag with the ganache motif and little Dior charms. I mean, it's perfect. Now I am officially one bag away from having my dream handbag collection. And of course, that one bag is from Hermes. Should I reveal it? Yeah, I mean, it's a Kelly. I would love to have a Kelly. But with Hermes, right now, I have given up. I've been on the wish list for like a year and a half now, and I don't even feel like going back to renew my wish list because it just expired in December. But maybe I will go one day when I gather the confidence and the strength. I have been seeing quite a few videos on people giving up on their Hermes journeys, and I completely get them because it does get frustrating just getting rejected for a bag. But then again, it's what makes it so exclusive and so desirable. So you can't really complain about it. But hopefully, maybe 2024 will be my year, will be the year of my first ever Hermes Kelly. Let's see. Right now, again, super excited for this bag. Cannot wait to style it. I think it's going to be so much fun. So thank you so much for sticking around with me. If you heard the story, I hope that everyone is not going to unsubscribe because of this chatty video. But if you're still here, thank you so much. And if you did enjoy it, then please do subscribe because I truly appreciate it. And thank you so much for all the support throughout this year. Every like, every subscribe, every comment, it means so much to me. So thank you so much for sticking with me, guys. I am very excited for this new year. Let's make it the best one yet, and I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.